Welcome to the introductory lesson of ISTN 211. This lesson will be the foundation of students' degrees. How well they understand future ISTN courses depend on the knowledge learned in this lesson. We have broken the lesson down into 3 distinct topics. Topic 1 covers an overview of systems analysis and design. Topic 2 covers the role of the systems analyst. And Topic 3, the final journey, concludes the lesson with a quiz and an assignment. In each part of the lesson, students will be learning by applying one or more of the activated classroom teaching digital pedagogies, that is, curation, conversation, correction, creation, and chaos. The whole idea behind this teaching approach is to make sure that learning is active for students. This means that students are expected to not just sit and read, but to actively participate.
Welcome to Group 3's online course. We begin our course with a general area with the announcements. This will be announcements from the teachers just to let the students know what's going on within the course. Next, there's a group chat where the group members can communicate with one another, and an educational resources forum, which is a forum that's dedicated to a list of educational links or videos that the students can share amongst themselves so that they have something to go through throughout the course. And finally, attached here is a Word document of the module outline with information about the structure of the course, the method of teaching, the pedagogy, as well as the assessment guidelines. The introductory section, or the warm-up section, just introduces the students to the structure of this online course, as well as the pedagogies in use. We have created a video that introduces the students to the lecture and the manner in which they are going to be taught. And here is a motivational video just to get the students' attention. Next, we've got the Hidden Stash. This is just an explainer page about the Hidden Stash plugin, which is used to gamify the course. We thought it best to explain to the students what these items are that they're picking up, just so that they get used to the idea. Next, we've got a discussion forum, which is fun for you. Everyone is required to just post a link or a picture of a meme that is related to systems analysis and design. This is just us trying to be hip and keep up with the children and keep them entertained. Next is our first activity, which is Your Story. Here we require that the students create a small video or a PowerPoint presentation about their life. This is done on a public forum so that the students get to know one another. Topic 1 is an overview of systems analysis and design principle and should take the student 1 week to complete. Throughout the course, you will see that systems analysis and design is highlighted in red, and this is a direct link to the Moodle book resource that provides all of our content related to systems analysis and design principles. This was done to ensure that the students can quickly and easily access the information have they any questions. To start off the lesson here, we ask the students to join the discussion forum where they are required to post an educational video while providing a summary of it, as well as commenting on at least 3 others. This is done so that the students are engaged and active before they are presented with all of the content. As previously indicated, the main content for this topic resides in a Moodle book resource. Once open, it presents a table of contents for easy navigation, each highlighting a specific concept and breaking the information into bite-sized chunks so it's not overwhelm the students. In the introduction chapter, we talk about the information system versus computer application. Here we've chosen a YouTube video as a brief understanding and explanation tool. Moving on to systems analysis versus systems design. Because it's such an important concept, we thought it best to create an interactive H5P video that contains multiple choice questions as well as a real-life example explaining the differences between analysis and design phases throughout the development. We also then give a brief textual and diagrammatic explanation of it, as well as highlighting some of the core processes throughout the development lifecycle. We then move on to the systems development lifecycle as it is. In this case, we used an existing YouTube video and created multiple choice questions in an interactive fashion, also using H5P to engage the student. And when we talk about iterative development, we explain the waterfall model versus the new iterative and agile approach. And we use a YouTube video that was created by us as a final example, building on the original example from the systems analysis versus systems design. Our book ends off with a game, which is a crossword puzzle. Here we provide a link, and as discussed before, this links straight back to the introduction chapter. The crossword puzzle is designed just to allow the students to apply their knowledge that they've learned. They can also look back through the book for hints and clues. The last part of this topic is a multiple choice quiz on the systems analysis and design concepts. It is a timed quiz with only one submission allowed and can be done in 20 minutes, no longer. This allows the student to get a good understanding of what they do know and what they don't know going forward. I'll hand off to Shahir, where he shall now talk about the remaining topics.
The role of a systems analyst. Students are recommended to complete this topic in 1 week. Before students can participate in the various activities of this topic, the learning objectives of the topic is provided, as well as visible pedagogies, such as this Easter egg. The first section that we're going to come across is a systems analyst book. This is where the content of this topic is situated. The book is broken up into 8 chapters. The first chapter is basically a description of who a systems analyst is, as well as a video explaining it. The rest of the chapters follow similar principles. The next unique chapter is chapter 8, which is basically the game time of this book. This is basically where 2 games are linked over here and students are able to access it. This is a fun way of students to interact and learn content. At the end of the book, students will then come across the next section, which is called a discussion forum. In this activity, students will be engaging in conversation and curation. Now, this task basically requires students to post a job opportunity as well as a job site that displays systems analyst jobs. And to complete this task, students will be required to post and leave a comment on what they've learned from the video in the above section. This is the video that they're talking about and need to leave a comment on. The next section for this would basically be 2 interactive videos. The example of this interactive video would be Activity 1, which is basically who is the systems analyst. This is a YouTube video with embedded questions, as you can see above. Activity 2 would basically be a similar concept, but basically speaking about the differences between a systems analyst and a business analyst. Quiz 2 is a timed quiz that students will be able to partake in. Its time limit is 20 minutes, and this will cover the content learned in topic 2. At the end of quiz 2, students will be faced with an assignment. So the first part of the assignment is choosing a group. Students will be able to choose a group with a maximum of 6 members. And then they will be able to prepare for this interview, for the assignment called interview preparation. In this assignment, students are basically able to understand the skills and knowledge required to be a systems analyst. Students will be required to work in a group of a maximum of 6 people. And the students are required to prepare an infographic of a systems analyst job. And then they are also required to compile a document consisting of job advertisements as well as interview questions and answers. This brings us to the end of topic 2. Topic 3 is basically the final journey. This completion also would take 1 week. Students are here also faced with a quiz, which basically entails the entire content curated in this module and students that have learned in this module, and a final assignment of an entrepreneurship idea. Here students are basically tasked with making a video of maximum of 3 minutes containing the following concepts. And secondly, they would need to create a website of potential business ideas that are required of the following 3 bullets. At the end of this, students would then receive a certificate to say that they have completed this module successfully. But they would also be given the option of giving feedback to the lectures on points on how to improve this module.